crooked. It's always crooked. Let me see. That's a little better. Put on the screen here and see how it looks. There we go. Ain't too bad. Not too bad. Not perfect, but not too crooked. 720. I don't know why this doesn't do 1080p on here when I do this. Not sure. Be right back. 1 second. Monkey grab orange. Hello there, bud. Be right back. All right. See who is with us here tonight. Hello, Joe. Looks like you're down in Virginia. There's Dawn. There's Wolf in Germany. It's interesting. Terry, Buffalo. I bet it's cold up there. Killinger, it's about time. Somebody in Virginia, the Netherlands, Germany. I'll tell you what, people all across the world. That's amazing right there. It's amazing. I'll tell you what, Tim Fuller in Iowa, or maybe Florida. I don't know where Tim's at right now. Brad in Indiana. It's been a while since there's been a live. Well, I'm down here in the workshop today because it's Sunday. And on Sundays, I don't do any videoing. I try to have a day to myself, and I'm trying to get this workshop done before I'm 60. And I don't know if you guys can hear that wind, but man, the wind is strong today. It's like 20 or 30 miles an hour. But I was down here working today, and I thought, I'm not done a Sunday live in a few weeks. I need to start doing those again. So here we are. Let me see here. Somebody in Wales. You can hear it. Yeah, the wind is ridiculous. It got to be 70 degrees today. We got a super chat there from Joseph Godwin, also called Uncle Joe, longtime supporter of the channel and a very good friend. I'll tell you what, he has done a lot in this. Let me word it better. He's done a lot for this channel, put it that way. Great guy right there. I need to get your new address, Joe. I got to send you something. You see here. Yeah, a lot of people's got power outages. I thought we might get a power outage here, so I got the EcoFlow ready right there to go. I got 2 more behind you. And this is not sponsored or nothing like that, but I'll tell you guys, when in the EcoFlow videos, they do sponsor when I talk about them. I'm not just doing it because they're paying me, guys. These things are good to have around. I got 2 of them down here in the shop. I need a haircut. Man alive. Anyway, so where are we at now? There's Joe. What's going on there, Joe? We heard from you in a while. There's Chris in Georgia. Windy springtime. That's what it feels like up there, or up here rather. Enjoyed the burn video. We're good. I thought some people might like that. Interesting. Wolf there in Germany, making videos in German. That's interesting. I'll have to see if I can bring up his channel. I can't do it. I'll have to check that out later. It's interesting. Got your firewood put up. I got about 1/3 of a cord to burn, but I don't even have this wood stove put up yet. So no, I am behind, way behind. There's James up in Ohio. I can't remember where people are at. Tell you what. There's Daryl. A few people on here. This was an unannounced live. I just thought I would start doing these on Sundays again. Just as I got called to dinner. I just had dinner myself, actually. We had ham, green beans, and macaroni and cheese, and fried potato cakes. If you've never had fried potato cakes, they're delicious. Wolf, if you can put a link to your channel in the chat, do that. Because I keep bringing up your channel, and I'd like to check out your German sawmill videos right there. It's always nice to see people in other parts of the world doing what I do here, because you may do it better than me. Most of the time, you probably are. Hoagies for dinner. Any cookies? No. No, there's a certain person in Iowa that can make really good cookies, though. Sure would like to have some more of those. Greetings from Denmark. It's cold here. The bird video was warming. Well, good deal. I'll probably do that again at Christmas. People enjoyed that. It got about 12,000 views, so it did decent. I'll try to do that at Christmas, though. Let me see here. I'll work on that. I appreciate it. All right, guys. There's Stagecoach Farm and Forage. He's out west. And the little channel plug here, go check out his channel if you have time. He does farming and a lot of blacksmithing, which I'm envious of, and a lot of other stuff. But a really good channel right there, guys. I follow him on Instagram also. So go check him out when you have time. Stagecoach Farm and Forage. There's a ton of channels out there that don't get any publicity from other channels or any traction, I guess. It's so hard on YouTube now to get going. I started in 2015. It's been 7 years now for me. But there's just so many channels out there. And he's got a really good channel. I like what he's doing. He does a good job. All right. So let me see here. I make fried potato patties with my leftover potatoes. That's what we did today. Or the wife did. I shouldn't take credit. Man, they're good. Full of grease, but man, they're delicious. I'll tell you what. All right there, Wolf. I'll check out your stuff. The most difficult wood to saw would be probably Tennessee hickory, and Chris Killinger, who just threw a super chat in there, would agree with me on that because he was sawing hickory in Ohio on his wood miser yesterday. And Tim Fuller may give us his opinion also, but I think hickory, in my opinion, is the hardest stuff to saw. Man, that stuff is hard on the sawmill. I got a 55 horse diesel, and it still has a hard time with hickory. Hard stuff. Pennsylvania, formerly of West Virginia, with the accent. I get you. I get you. Let me see here. There's my buddy Richard. What's going on there, Richard? How you been? You always got room for you there, pal. I'm always busy, it seems like, too, Richard, when you send your emails through, man. I'm sorry. It's just been a very busy winter for us. Looky there. James bought a pan from Stagecoach Farm. I need to buy one of those. That's on my list. I need to get one of those. They look really nice. All right, there's Tim Fuller. Shad bark is like sandpaper on the blade. Shad bark, he's referring to hickory as well. And shad bark is what Killinger sawed yesterday. It's just another form of hickory. There's butternut or bitternut and shad bark, a few different kinds. Hickory is just really, really hard on the blade. I am wound up tonight. My goodness, I've had a lot of coffee today. Enjoy your videos. The wife and the kids don't get it. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Hickory is awfully hard to sand too. I've never sanded it, but I'll take your word for it. There's Fonda in, I guess that's Washington State, if my abbreviations are right for states. Maybe she's in Washington, I'm not sure. Purple Heart can tear up a blade. I bet it could, or ebony. Or a persimmon. Persimmon's real hard on a blade. Is it blurry for anyone else? Well, it's not blurry for me, David. It may be your connection because I'm monitored myself on my little laptop here, and everything looks pretty clear. So maybe your connection may be messed up. I don't know. These lives sometimes can be aggravating. Sometimes they go over good. Sometimes they're a mess. And I need a haircut. Look at that. Look at that gray coming in. I got a birthday in, When is my birthday? How many days away? How many days are in this month? Let me look here while I'm talking about it. So we got 3. I have a birthday in 8 days. 8 days. So if you haven't done it already, get your birthday presents in the mail headed to me by tomorrow so they make it in time. 8 days away. A little blurry. Not blurry here. All right. Well, who knows? Let me see here. Fine in the UK. If I'm in Tennessee and Chris is in the UK and it's not blurry for him, that's probably your connection. So, Richard just had a birthday. I'm going to send you a pan so you can fry up them taters for your birthday. I'll have to have some of that pork, man. I tell you what. You were killing me with showing that pork the other day. On Stagecoach Farm, they were replying. Guy has a killer Instagram feed on his stories. He's got one of the best ones on there. I got a bunch of sawdust up my nose. I was putting my miter station dust collector system in today on the miter saw, and I got dust everywhere. It's nasty in here today, and this wind is not helping out. And since I don't have a front door yet, the wind's coming right in. I'll tell you what, it's a perfect storm here tonight. Just celebrated my 52nd birthday. There's Richard. Well, happy late birthday to you. Looky there, Ron turned 80 on October the 17th. Good deal there, Ron. Let me see here. December the 5th. Yes, Peter, it is December the 5th. And I will be 43 years old on December the 5th. 43. Man. Tell you what, years are going by fast. Going by. And I got a lot of stuff I want to do. I'll tell you what, I need to start getting more stuff done. Old as dirt. I wouldn't say that, Ron. You know, the guy that cuts my hay in the front field here at the farm is 87. Works every day. Does a great job, too. Joe's got a birthday coming up, 66 on the 21st of December. I have to remember that. William, I got a new Norwood headed this way. There's a lot of people with Norwoods out here. There's a guy down in Chimney Top with a Norwood, not too far from here. I've never ran one, but they do look like they're good saws. I've never ran one. Well, there's freaking Jeep. My good friend John up north. Now, John's got the sawmill I would like to have. He's got an old circle sawmill. I would love to have one of those. I'm going to have one day. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. Man, I'll tell you what, it is a windy day here in Tennessee. Jamie, love your videos. There's the Northern Viking. I've not seen this guy in a while. Me and the wife have been watching your videos, and she said you need to spile more. I'm just kidding. I should probably smile more. But, I don't know. You're probably right about that. I hear that a lot. I should smile more. I'm trying to get information out, though, and it's not comical. That's why I don't smile, maybe. I don't know. Diana, is it Sass? One sawmill, just one. The Big Bad Super LTY 70. I would like to have more sawmills on hand, but I'm out of covered space, to be honest with you. All right, there's Matt Dillon, doing good, doing good. Step of faith. I'll agree with you on that. There's the Northern Viking. You made her night by reading. What's your wife's name there, Northern Viking? What's her name? There's James from Texas. The best tool for checking moisture on boards is a Delmhurst J2000. It's about $500. Buy once, cry once. Anything else does not work. accurately. Get a Delmhurst. Okay, I'm thinking I need a circle sawmill as well. One day I will have a circle sawmill here. It may be an old piece of junk, but I'll have one day. It may kill me, but I'll have one. That's on my list of things I want to get there. Okay, so Christy says I should smile more on camera. I will try to work on that, Christy. You're married to a good man. All right, so let me see here. All right, so Ozark there, Delmhurst J2000. That's what I have. It's the best moisture meter there is. $500, buy it, be done. You're done. Buy that, and you don't have to think about it anymore. It's over with. You got the best one there is. Let me see here. There's Nate. I was eating some of your syrup this morning there, Nate, on my waffles. The best syrup I've ever had. Man, that stuff's good. Freaking Jeep, I have a big red mill I should sell. You should actually just send it to Tennessee there, freaking Jeep, and let me use it for a few years and video on it. But that's interesting. See here, Buffalo Valley, Tennessee. I'm not sure what that is. I have the same one, works great. What's the difference in a circle saw versus what you have? I have a bandsaw mill, which has an 1/8 of an inch curve. It uses a bandsaw blade to cut the log. A circle saw has the big giant circle saw blade that usually removes about 1/4 of an inch material. And if I'm wrong about that, freaking Jeep will correct me, but I think it's about 1/4 of an inch material. So a circle saw leaves those circle blade marks on your board. I leave like a longitudinal blade mark. All right, so William Hodges has joined us here. So I should tell you guys about this. So YouTube has set me up for YouTube memberships on here. So if you want to support the channel like William Hodges is, you can join somewhere on this screen. Right there it says join, and there's different levels. It's only like a couple of bucks a month. But with that, you get like little emojis and little avatars, and you're recognized in the comments, and you also get to see these videos before they go on YouTube with ads. So they're demonetized, there's no ads, you get to watch them before anybody else does. It's kind of like, it's just like the people on Patreon. They get to see videos before anybody else does with no ads. But now YouTube's doing it also, and they really didn't even ask me. They just started doing this on my channel. So there you go. So if you want to join us there, William Hodges. William Hodges, you are the first person to join the YouTube Out of the Woods, I guess, membership thing. You're the very first one. Maybe the first of many. So we'll see how that goes. YouTube's pushing that. They're also pushing these not reels, but these shorts rather. So if I start making a lot of shorts, it's probably because YouTube wants us to do it, so don't get mad at me. All right, Mike, you get one, and I'll help you restore it. I'd like to have one, I'll tell you what. Close enough on the curve. Okay, 1/4 of an inch. So there's Gary in Wisconsin. Ozark, it's not. It's the same thing as Patreon. It allows you to see videos before they go on YouTube, just like Patreon does. There's really no difference in it, and they just made me. They just put it on my channel, and there's a join button on there now. I got notified a week ago about it. I'm just now seeing it today, but it's pretty much the same thing. So if you ask me, I would say YouTube is trying to get, is trying to probably go after Patreon's market and make those people come over and pay them instead of Patreon. That's probably what they're up to, I would say. Let me see here. Let me see here. All right, William he just got a new Woodmiser sawmill and has a LT40 wide super hydraulic on order. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, William, but if you're getting a 40 wide super hydraulic, I would probably do the LT50 instead. And here's why. The money's not much more of a difference, and you get the chain turner. So while you're waiting for that mill to be built, which is probably going to be a year, maybe longer, think about that, because it's probably a couple more $1,000s, but that chain turner is worth it. It's worth it. So, do you make more? Oh, here's a financial question. I used to stay away from these. Do you make more money sawing or from YouTube and all the videos you put out? My answer to that will be I don't sell a lot of lumber anymore. So there you go. Yeah, William, call Tim. Who's Tim? Mr. Hodges there. He said you're going to call Tim tomorrow. Mike Dillon, you should have kept your LT50. What was you thinking? You waited a year on that thing. You should have kept it. That's a good meal. Let me see here. Okay, works at the Georgia Woodmile. Okay, Tony. Tim. He may have been here a few months ago, if I remember right. I can't remember. But anyways, call Tim and tell him why you're doing a 50. The money's not that much of a difference. You'll really appreciate that chain turner. It's so much faster than the claw that's on the 40, and that chain turner is fast. Really, really nice attachment for a mill. The Hogg's Log, if I said that right, do you have a video on milling some box elder? I'll do you one better than that. I got some right here. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. I sawmilled this box elder about 3 years ago. Kiln dried it. Excuse me. Now here you go. There's you some box elder. Got some insect damage in it. There's a little bit of flame, not a whole lot, but nice stuff. I have a lot of videos where I sawed up some box elder. This will make a nice little shelf or something probably, I don't know. I actually took this to the Paul Bunyan show. I took several of these and nobody bought them. How much was it? I had it on there for $30. That's worth $30. Can't believe nobody bought it. Nice stuff. All right, so selling the excavator soon. I'd like to have one of those. Freaking Jeep, what is a log turner? I know, man. I know. That's that thing Mark DeLacy has. Yeah, that flame is kind of, it's hard to come by. The ambrosia beetle actually causes the flame in box elder. It's a reaction the worm has. The ambrosia beetle, when it enters a box elder tree, box elder is a maple. It has a reaction with the wood that causes that. Instead of getting the ambrosia in it like you do in regular maple, you get these red streaks. So the ambrosia beetle is what causes the red streaks in your box elder. And if you leave it out in the sunlight, the red will go away. But it's a nice little wood. It's soft. It doesn't dry too flat, but people like it. You see here, there's the Wolf. He's got the LT40 over in Germany. Great sawmill. I love my 40. Do you ever buy a tree when they are still standing? No. Never buy a standing tree. You buy that tree, you're locked in. It comes down, it could have a hole in it. It could be ate up with rot. Who knows what it's going to look like when it's on the ground. Whoever drops it could fail it the wrong way and it might bust. It could have wind shake. If you're a sawmill, Well, if you're a timber buyer, they'll go out and they'll buy a stand of timber. That's totally different. But for a sawmill on my level, it would be very foolish to buy a tree. I would go look at one, but I wouldn't give them a price until it's on the ground. And I'm not going to put it on the ground because I'm not a tree service. So, yeah, don't buy on their standing, guys. You may get burned on that, and you're locked in and you're buying a bunch of junk. What have we been on here for? 25 minutes. I'm going to refresh this screen as it goes stale on me for some reason. There we go. 140 people watching. That's pretty good. Let me see here. David Moffat, what did you do to get started? I got a video on my home screen on the channel that kind of talks about that. Ozark, never bought a log. Yeah, a lot of people never buy them. A lot of people get them for free. I get some for free and I buy some. Here lately, it seems like I buy more than I get, though. Sawmills are becoming so popular that people know what they got with these logs, even these tree service guys do, because they know the money's going to be made. So it's kind of hard to get them for free anymore, or at least have to buy them lunch or pay their fuel expenses for the day or something. Dan Klein, I appreciate it there, Dan. You guys hear that wind? Man. I'm glad I quit burning. I've had a burn pile going for 3 days. Mike Dillon. You got any poplar, Mike? I'd be interested if you got any poplar. Let me see here. Thank you there, Keith. How many logs would you say you're sawing today? It depends on what that day is going to be like. Some days I'll work down here in the shop and I'm running the molder, or some days I don't saw anything. It just depends. Well, Mike, if you want rid of some of those poplar, you let me know. I could use some poplar. Poplar and pine, always good to have around. If you can find it, always grab it. Let me see here. The cats are in the house garage because they hate this wind. There was one down here earlier. I don't see her now, but they don't like this wind. It bothers them. So they're all in the garage. The chickens went up early too. They don't like this wind either. It's just some powerful wind today, guys. It's brutal. Really strong wind. All right. Remove that comment, taking up everybody's room there. Oh, but a can of cat food, they'll show up. Well, the house is a long ways away. They probably won't know it. Convert your mill to electric? Never. I love the big diesel. I love the torque and I love the power. Joe Murray, are you close to me? Bristol, Virginia, maybe. I don't give my location out much anymore because people kept on showing up here, so I don't really do that anymore. They would just show up. They just pull in the driveway and just knock on the door. Tell you what, it got old. Where do you get your blades? Yeah, see that. Have you ever freehand carved with a router? I have not. Will your little guy get involved in the law business? Probably not. I don't think he will. Bruno is probably up at the house. He don't like the wind either. He's probably in the house right now. Jim Rogers. What's going on there, Jim? The The molding machine, you have to sharpen the cutters, yes. So see, Morgan got a new building for his new sawmill. I did, but he don't have a new sawmill yet. Not sure when that thing's coming. Ozark, yes. I can answer you properly over there instead of trying to run through these comments here and try to keep up with them. It's hard to keep up with them. Hard to keep up with them. What have we been on here for? We've been on here for 30 minutes. Not too bad. Dust all over me today. Does Burrito like riding bikes? He has a 3-wheel bike. He does pretty good on it. His balance is kind of lacking. He has trouble with a regular bike, so he has one with 2 wheels in the back. He does pretty good. He enjoys it. Let's see here. Hi from Delaware. There's Freddie. How much land do you own? I don't give that information out either because people use that information to figure out where I'm at and how to get here. And next thing you know, it's Sunday at 3 o'clock and somebody's knocking on my door wanting a tour. And this ain't Dollywood. I tell you, no offense to you, just crazy. People, crazy. You'll see a car going down the highway or road 4 or 5 times, going real slow, then eventually they'll pull down through here. Just, it's a part of YouTube that I don't like is the recognition and the people wanting to, show up at your location. I'm just not into that. Are you allergic to any trees? No. I am allergic to poison ivy though, but that's not a tree. Let me see here. Goats. I don't know. I started tearing down more fencing over the weekend. And I have new fencing to put up, and I can't decide what kind of animals I want to put up there. I cannot make up my mind on that. Ocean Isles Beach, North Carolina. I've been there several times. Jerry, yes, I am married. Yes. Somebody asked the other day, they said, when are we going to see your wife on video? Probably never. Probably never going to see her. Never. This is just me on this channel, and sometimes my little boy when he wants to be videoed, which is sporadically, but you'll never see her on videos. No, just chickens right now, just chickens. Just chickens. You gotta get at least 1 donkey. Yeah? Let's see here. Joe in Ocean Isles makes furniture there. Good deal. Where do you sell your wood? Usually just hobbyist woodworkers, mostly. Killinger needs some donkeys. Somebody find Killinger some donkeys up in Ohio. Hey, in Central Alabama. Be sure to include the fencing work. I'll include it, but I'm no expert, put it that way. I'll do the best I can. We have tons of coyotes here, so donkeys would be a good thing for that. Have you thought about raising pigs? I have. I'm still thinking about it. Have you ever thought about making maple syrup? No. Nate Bissell has the best syrup in the world. I just eat his. It's the best. Favorite lawn to saw this year? Probably, I don't know. Benji, you're welcome. Glad to hear that. Mount Juliet, Tennessee follows you. I'm not sure what that means. Tables out of your bed slabs, yes. But it's been a while. All right, if I miss your question, I'm sorry. There's Nate laughing. It's the truth. He makes the best syrup. Just ask Killinger. Stuff's delicious. Very good stuff. Bissell Maple Farm. If you want to try the best syrup in the world, try that. I bought some off of him at the Paul Bunyan show, and it's the best. How you keep your tractors so clean? It's rare to even see them in the treads. I only drive them when it's nice and dry. I don't get out when it's muddy, I guess. Critical gravy. That's something I'm going to do actually pretty soon. All right, guys. Everybody's been asking me where I get my saw blades from. In these videos, and you guys are laughing about it, but I get them from Joe Main. And right there he is, guys. Joe Main from South Georgia is with us tonight. If I was to build a table or indoor bar live edge, would you use red or white oak? I wouldn't use either one. Red or white oak, as far as live edge slabs on that thickness, would be very hard to dry. You'd have a lot of defects. And in my opinion, won't be a real good use for the wood. For a live edge slab for a bar top, I would do something like cherry or walnut or a maple. You start sawing oak thick enough for live edge slabs, drying is the hurdle you got to get over. It's pretty hard, especially with white oak. You got to dry it really slow. Well, Mike, I don't know what you're waiting on. Give him a call if you need some blades. You know where to find him. Johnson City, Tennessee. Man, that wind is ridiculous tonight. You got some older logs where he took down the fence. What do you plan to do with them? I burned them. Been burning them all weekend. I burned about 40 logs over the weekend. I had a mess up there. Very good holiday, yes. Worked with cypress? No, I wish we did. We don't have no cypress up here. Plans for the new building? I'm not sure. Live edge slabs for ash is a good consideration because you can stain that ash to look like anything you want it to look like, or just leave it alone. Ash dries really well. Helical head planer for everything, in my opinion. Those helical heads are the best. Tulip poplar, 4/4, green in the kiln, 7 to 14 days. Air dried 7 days, 8/4, 30 days. The garden is resting. It's wintertime. We had a good year though. We've done very well. Any cause of death on the chicken? Well, we're waiting for the autopsy report. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure what happened there, but she just fell over dead. I don't know what happened to her. One minute she was walking around, next minute she just fell over. I guess she had enough of me. But she's gone. Also enjoy the videos with your dad. He was here the other day. He helped me finish this metal ceiling in here, but I didn't video it because I wanted to get it done. Oh, all right. So 30, 39, almost 40 minutes. Not too bad. All right, we'll go for a couple more minutes here, guys. I got to get back at it. I'm trying to tune up my table saw tonight and work in the shop a few more hours before it's time for bed. It's only 6 o'clock, but it's black dark out there. I hate this time of year. I love the weather, but I hate the getting dark early. I can't stand the time change. Can't stand it, I'll tell you. All right, so we're supposed to get some rain Wednesday night, but that's about it. Tuesday's supposed to be 65 and sunny. Well, thank you, Joe. It was a lot of work, but it was actually a cheap way to do it. And I'm thinking about doing these rooms as well. I may if I can find some more. Hello there, Ray. How's it going? Good deal. We got a little snow today. You can keep that with you. I don't know part of snow. I'll tell you what. Shoot. I'm not a fan of snow. All right, guys, I gotta get back to work. I'll try to start doing these every Sunday again down here at the shop as time allows. And you consider your shed finished now? No, this timber frame shop will be finished when the door's insulated, the walls are done, and the ceiling's insulated, and that wood stove is over there burning. That's when I'll consider it almost done. Always gonna be stuff to do down here. All kinds of little shop projects to do. I look around, I see all kinds of stuff that needs to be done. But anyways, guys, let's see here. Cheaper tornadoes in Arkansas. I don't want those up here either. All right, so you guys have a good night, and we'll see you back here next Sunday. I got 4 videos ready to go. I just got to put them out. I've not had time to put them out. Too much going on. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Try to turn this off without knocking it over.